Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the midweek update. Yes, it's a day early this week, but that's just because we've got the markets closed on Friday to celebrate the July 4th weekend. We're going to jump right in here with the Dow 1 hour chart. Now, when we looked at this on Sunday, it looked like we were probably going to get that bounce off the 50-day moving average. If we actually go over here to the daily chart, you can see here, I've adjusted the charts here a little, but that 50-day moving average, just like it did back in May, ended up being rock solid the support. The Fed came in and said, nope, you're not dropping, especially ahead of July 4th weekend. Now, we're trapped between the 50-day and the 200-day moving average, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. That same trend that we have, when we have red days and when we have selling, the volume is way higher. That in itself is a bearish thing. But this is July 4th week. The market, I don't know the exact stats, but I believe it's 90 or 95% of the time the market is up the days before the July 4th weekend. So we've got quarter end. There was a lot of window dressing going out there where you've got the hedge funds going out. These clowns who are on TV bashing the small traders for making money in the last quarter. These are the guys who are charging 8% fees so that they can return 1% to people who are stupid enough to invest in them. Those guys are out buying the stocks that have been up this last quarter so that they can show off and say that they were actually in the hot stocks when they weren't. So Dow chart, we're probably going to see it drift between these moving averages in the near term, especially when we look at the near term chart here. There's still the potential for some upside, although stochastics is up there in the nosebleed section. And each time, at least over the last month that we've seen stochastics up here, we've seen a slow bleed on the Dow. So let's see if this marked the top here, this quarter end buying that we've seen over the last 2 days, whether they come in and start selling. But anyway, we're here for stocks. It's been a fantastic quarter. I'm not going to go over the stocks. I'm not going to bother going over all the winners. You guys know what they are. We got a new quarter starting up. Let's continue to do the same. And it actually looks like it should continue unabated, this great action that we're seeing in the market. I'm going to start off today with OGEN. This was an alert on Friday. It's up about 40%, actually almost 50% yesterday. This was our initial target on this one. It hit it nicely yesterday, but this one is starting to become a bigger play in my mind. You know all the research out there. I'm going to go over it really, really quickly. Actually, go back here. I posted a link today. These guys are, I believe, the cheapest vaccine stock there is for COVID-19. We've got a market cap around 26 million. I posted the link in the chat room today that proves that their drug is listed as a COVID-19 vaccine about to enter trials. We should get a press release on this soon, but this is potentially very, very big. When you look at what the prices and what stocks like iBio have done, here's iBio, 200 million market cap. Then there's AIM, again, massive, massive market cap. And then look what VXRT has done just over the last month. This stock ran up to 14. It's still at 7. Monstrous market caps on all of these stocks. And here we have little old OGEN with a $26 million market cap. Now, this is a massive breakout area on this chart. And these kinds of breakouts have been doing very, very well. We've seen some dramatic upward movements. I'm talking stocks like MVIS, UAVS, where we had big reasons and we're waiting for news. And that news came and these stocks blew through multi-year highs. So this next chart I'm going to look at, I don't look at weekly or monthly charts very often, but I thought it was a great chart to just show the potential for OGEN, especially when we get that vaccine news. This is the weekly chart on OGEN, and you can see here, this chart looks wow, is all I got to say. When we break that 80-cent area here, the 200-day moving average on the weekly chart is up there at 2+. Now, when I posted all that research, I thought if we start to get all those press releases and we get the volume that we think we're going to get on this one, there is absolutely no reason why this one can't trade at $1.50 to 2. Look at the valuations we're seeing on all these other stocks. Look at RSI. Check mark. Great. Positive MACD cross. Great. Look at this ADX line. Now, we've talked about ADX. I did that video. You guys can go back and review it. This is very, very, very bullish. This is a strong uptrend ADX. The momentum is in this chart right now. Stochastics are about to break 50. Just to give you guys an idea, let's look at what this stock did this time last year. This stock was at 38 cents, and over the course of 2 months, and ended up running up multiple hundreds of percentages. These guys have a big COVID-19 vaccine. Now, we have other stocks that we're playing that are related to COVID. They're testing stocks and they're medical equipment stocks. This is the only confirmed, as far as I've been able to find, vaccine stock that is still trading under $1. And when word spreads on this, we're going to be probably wishing we had added more shares. So really, really like OGEN. This is my top vaccine swing play right now. FRSX, you know, this is another one of these stocks we're waiting for the press release. This is the 1 hour chart. We're right back here at support. We just need a press release. Drop that press release. Launch that product. If we don't get it tomorrow, I would assume that we'll get it next week. You know, some companies like to put out press releases before holiday weekends. A lot of companies like to wait until after. So let's see on that one. Bingo Bongo. This one got even bigger news for us yesterday. Now, we were playing this one on the, COVID 50-cent area stocks, but as I mentioned yesterday, WHO is sending an investigative team to Wuhan next week to investigate COVID-19. Guess who's in there already and already doing the investigating? BNGO. Again, the links to that are in the chat room. Now, remember on the Dow chart earlier, I discussed how it was kind of bearish looking, where all these sell days had bigger volume than the red days. We have got the opposite bullish story here on BNGO. All the up moves on Bingo are multiple times bigger than the red days. This is a sign of accumulation. Look how big the volume is on these up days here. Very, very bullish. We've got RSI ticking up over 50. We're about to get a MACD cross, probably tomorrow. And we've got stochastics down here just verifying and ticking that other checkbox that this chart is ready to go. Now, we had some guys selling off BNGO yesterday because there's a shareholder meeting and they're going to vote for a reverse split. Now, as I mentioned yesterday, before we had some rumors about that happening, BNGO has only been under $1 for a couple of months. If you're new to how reverse splits work, NASDAQ and the other indices give you 3 months to get back over $1. 99% of the time, they give you another 3 months. With the COVID pandemic going on, they're giving even more time. I've seen stocks get multiple extensions and probably get listed under $1 for over a year, some a year and a half. Am I concerned about these guys getting delisted? Hell no. Now, there are some rumors out here. I didn't listen to the vote today, but they said all measures passed except the reverse split vote. So if we get that SEC filing, I can see guys chasing the stock up to the 200-day moving average, 78 cents. I'll take a 50% gain all day till Sunday. IONUV, this was a monstrous win for us before. I talked about it over the weekend. Yes, we have a shelf out there. Do they need the cash right now? No. Are they going to run the stock up before they do it? Probably. Facebook, rightly so, as well as Twitter. We've got big advertisers pulling back because of all the hate we see on those platforms. IONUV is going to be a big beneficiary of this. Like I talked about on the weekend video, look at this. MACD, steep oversold. Very, very oversold. Stochastic, steep oversold. Now, what is it going to take on this chart? 60 cents. 58, you're going to start seeing guys come in. 60 cents, they're going to start to chase. It's just the nature of this market. I mean, just to jump off topic here, look at Blink, BLNK. We couldn't give this stock away when we did the alert here about 4 weeks ago, and today they were chasing this stock at $6.75. We were selling it. I mean, oh my God, the stock is up this much. What are you doing buying it up here when you could have been buying down here and you didn't like it? We're probably going to see the same thing happen on IONUV, matter when, not if. BIAK, we're just sitting and waiting here for the move. Tomorrow is Thermo Fisher's webinar on COVID-19. It would really be great if we got a press release from this, guys, and they start chasing this big in pre-market. Here's the daily chart. Quick mention on this. We had that golden cross. That's when the 50-day crosses up through the 200-day moving average. It tends to be an extremely bullish technical indicator. Now, like I also said before, when the cross happens, many times the pop happens before it and then it drops afterwards before going back up again. So we've got great support here at 65 cents. And regarding great support, this stock was at 75 cents this morning. Mid-morning, out of the blue, 66 cents. Now, if you're watching a swing play and it does a move like that on no news, that should be a no-brainer ad if there's no news. And lo and behold, 15, 20 minutes later, the stock was 10 or 12% higher. Those are the ways you make your swing position free, or on silly, silly drops like that. PLM. Now, WWR, do I have a chart here? I'll just pull it up real quick. WWR, huge pop today. You know, Tesla's been going nuts. We got Workhorse going nuts. These are the other guys, you know, Graphite, you know, Glencore, et cetera, et cetera. What's it going to take to break this one? 45 cents. 45-cent break, and we're going to be looking at 60 cents plus. Chart indicators are oversold. Wait and see. Let's see if we can get that 45-cent break. Space B, the tracking stock. This is a stock that will go when it gets a press release. So we're sitting in the swing waiting for their press release. Last stock I'm going to mention, Smart, SMRT. Last week they said they got a loan from the SBA, which tells me they ain't going bankrupt anymore. Now, in after hours, this stock was down at 37 cents. You know, it's back where it was when we bought the stock 2 days ago. I don't like buying in after hours market. It's very illiquid. Plus, I want to see and make sure all the weekends get out first, but I'll be looking to go shopping on this one if they keep this one under 40 cents tomorrow. If you read the report, they did half the earnings of last year with a massive shutdown. And as I mentioned, they're a mask play now. Just click on the links there. People panicking after hours for no reason. I thought the report, considering what we've seen out there, was very good. Not a peep about any kind of bankruptcy. We've seen bankrupt turds run 100%. These guys are managing their liquidity very, very well. We're going to be looking at this one for a bounce tomorrow. So thanks for listening to the video. It's been a fantastic quarter. Today's coupon, if you guys want to sign up, is 39. Just the number 39. It'll give you 39 bucks off the monthly if you want to come in and try. Have an awesome weekend, and please subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel, and vote if you like the video or not. Have a great evening. Bye.